Imagine this. Someone is standing in your way. They're trying to bring you down, sabotage your success, or make your life harder. Your first instinct might be to fight back, to attack, to argue, to prove them wrong. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way to destroy your enemies without ever raising a fist? Without ever uttering a harsh word? Without ever stooping to their level? This is the power of Stoicism. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a weapon that allows you to disarm your enemies, not by fighting them, but by mastering yourself. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Stoic principles to neutralize anyone who stands in your way. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to outthink, outlast, and outmaneuver your enemies without ever engaging in battle. Let's begin. 1. Understand that your enemies only have power over you if you give it to them. The first step to destroying your enemies without fighting is to understand this. Your enemies only have power over you if you give it to them. Think about that. When someone insults you, belittles you, or tries to provoke you, they're not just attacking you, they're testing you. They're testing your self-control, your emotional resilience, and your ability to stay calm under pressure. The Stoics knew this better than anyone. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In other words, the best way to defeat your enemy is to refuse to become like them. When you react with anger, hatred, or aggression, you're giving them exactly what they want. You're playing their game, and you're losing. But when you respond with calmness, clarity, and indifference, you take away their power. You show them that their words and actions have no effect on you. And that, my friend, is how you win without fighting. Real-life example. Think about a time when someone tried to provoke you. Maybe it was a coworker who criticized your work, or a family member who made a hurtful comment. How did you react? Did you lash out, or did you stay calm? The next time you face a similar situation, try this. Take a deep breath, pause, and remind yourself that their words only have power if you let them. 2. Focus on what you can control. The Stoics believe that the only thing we truly control is our own mind, our thoughts, our emotions, and our reactions. Everything else, what other people say, what they do, how they treat us, is outside of our control. When you waste your energy trying to control the actions of others, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're giving your enemies the power to dictate your happiness and peace of mind. But when you shift your focus to what you can control, your own mindset and behavior, you take back that power. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, said, "You become what you give your attention to." If you're constantly thinking about your enemies, obsessing over their actions, and plotting your revenge, you're giving them control over your life. But if you focus on improving yourself, on becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient, you're taking control of your destiny. Actionable step. Make a list of the things you can control in your life, your habits, your goals, your reactions, and another list of things you can't. Control other people's opinions, their actions, external events. Commit to focusing your energy on the first list and letting go of the second. 3. Use adversity as fuel. The Stoics believe that obstacles are not something to be avoided or feared. They're opportunities for growth. Every challenge, every setback, every enemy is a chance to become stronger, smarter, and more capable. When someone tries to bring you down, don't see them as an enemy, see them as a teacher. They're giving you the opportunity to practice patience, to cultivate emotional resilience, and to strengthen your character. Instead of fighting them, thank them. Thank them for showing you where you need to grow. Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle is the way." Your enemies are not standing in your way. They are the way. They are the path to becoming the best version of yourself. Real-life example. Consider the story of Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison, yet he emerged not with hatred, but with a vision for reconciliation and unity. He used his adversity as fuel to transform not only his life but an entire nation. 4. Kill them with kindness. This might sound counterintuitive, but one of the most powerful ways to destroy your enemies is to be kind to them. When you respond to hatred with love, to anger with compassion, and to aggression with understanding, you take away their power. The Stoics believe that kindness is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It takes incredible courage and self-control to be kind to someone who has wronged you. But when you do, you show them that you're not afraid of them. You show them that their actions have no effect on you. And that, my friend, is how you win. Actionable step. The next time someone tries to provoke you, try this. Respond with a genuine compliment or a kind gesture. Watch how it disarms them and shifts the dynamic of the interaction. 5. Let time do the work. The Stoics understood that time is the great equalizer. No matter how powerful your enemies seem right now, no matter how much they try to hurt you, time will eventually expose their weaknesses and bring them down. Instead of wasting your energy trying to destroy your enemies, focus on building yourself up. Focus on becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Let time take care of the rest. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "Time discovers truth. Trust in the process. Trust in the power of time. And most importantly, trust in yourself." 6. Practice detachment. Another powerful Stoic principle is detachment. This doesn't mean you don't care about anything. It means you don't let external events control your inner peace. When you detach from the outcomes and focus on your own actions, you become unstoppable. Real-life example. Think about a professional athlete. They can't control the outcome of the game, but they can control how they train, how they prepare, and how they perform. By focusing on what they can control, they increase their chances of success. 7. Embrace the power of silence. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Silence can be a weapon. When you refuse to engage in petty arguments or defend yourself against baseless accusations, you take away your enemy's ammunition. Silence is not weakness. It is strength in its purest form. The Stoics understood this deeply and often used silence as a means of maintaining control over themselves and their environment. Why is silence so powerful? When you don't engage, you deny your enemy the satisfaction of provocation. Think about it. When someone insults you or tries to rile you up, they are seeking a reaction. They want to control your emotional state, to disturb your peace. By remaining silent, you disarm them. They have nothing to latch onto. Their words hang in the air, but they have no power over you. This is especially important in the modern world, where we're constantly bombarded with opinions, criticisms, and attacks, especially on social media. In these spaces, everyone seems to have something to say, often with the intent of stirring up drama. However, Stoicism teaches us to be selective with our energy. We should choose what deserves our attention and what doesn't by maintaining silence. We conserve our energy for what truly matters, instead of letting ourselves be dragged into unnecessary conflicts. Actionable step: the next time someone tries to provoke you, whether in person or online, take a deep breath and resist the urge to respond immediately. Instead, pause for a moment, gather your thoughts, and think about the best course of action. Often, the best course of action is to say nothing at all. If it's not something that aligns with your values or purpose, why waste your energy on it? 8. Build a strong support system. The Stoics recognized that we are not meant to face life's challenges alone. Although Stoicism is often thought of as an individualistic philosophy, it actually emphasizes the importance of community. A Stoic's strength is not just their personal discipline, but the support of those who walk alongside them. Community is the armor that protects the Stoic from the emotional battering of life. To truly excel in life and face your enemies, it's essential to surround yourself with people who believe in you, support your goals, and hold you accountable. These individuals help remind you of your worth and provide guidance during times of doubt or struggle. Having a strong support system is vital because without it, the weight of the world's challenges becomes much heavier to bear. This isn't about seeking validation or looking for others to fight your battles. Rather, it's about having a group of people who encourage you to be your best self and who will help you stay grounded. Just as a ship is safer in a harbor, you are safer in a community that nurtures your growth. Think about the people in your life. Who uplifts you when you're down? Who challenges you to grow? Surround yourself with individuals who embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. And you'll find yourself becoming stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Actionable step. Start by identifying the people in your life who truly support your well-being. These could be friends, mentors, family members, or even colleagues who encourage your personal growth. Nurture these relationships by spending more time with them and offering your support in return. If you find that certain relationships are toxic or drain your energy, consider distancing yourself from them and focusing on those who help you grow. 9. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools in the Stoic arsenal, and it's something we often overlook in the hustle and bustle of daily life. It can be easy to fall into the trap of focusing on what we lack, what's going wrong, or what's been taken from us. But the Stoic mindset encourages us to shift our perspective and find value in what we already have. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, constantly reminded himself to be thankful for even the smallest things in life. From the ability to walk to the opportunities for personal growth, gratitude was a cornerstone of his daily practice. When we focus on what's good in our lives, we can overcome the emotional weight of adversities and move through life with a lighter heart. Gratitude has the unique ability to shift our energy. Instead of getting caught up in the negativity that surrounds us, we become more focused on the positive, on what we can control, and on the beauty of life itself. It makes us more resilient to external hardships and helps us develop a sense of peace, knowing that we are blessed in many ways. Actionable step. Every night before you go to bed, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental, simple things, like a pleasant conversation with a friend or the opportunity to learn something new will do. Make this a habit, and over time, you'll start to notice the profound effect it has on your outlook and your ability to handle challenges. 10. Visualize your success. Visualization is a technique that has been used by successful people across all walks of life, from athletes to entrepreneurs. The Stoics understood that preparing your mind for success was just as important as the physical preparation. In fact, Marcus Aurelius often used visualization to mentally prepare for the challenges he would face as emperor. By visualizing yourself succeeding, you prepare your mind for the obstacles that may arise, and you cultivate the mental resilience to face them head-on. When you can clearly picture your goals, you create a roadmap for success, one that is less clouded by doubt and fear. Visualization allows you to see yourself overcoming obstacles before they even arise, and that mental rehearsal can provide you with the confidence and calmness needed to act. But this practice is not just about imagining success, it's about imagining the challenges too. A Stoic visualization involves preparing for both the highs and the lows. By acknowledging potential obstacles, you mentally prepare for setbacks and increase your capacity to stay composed when things don't go according to plan. Actionable step. Spend 5 minutes each morning visualizing your day ahead. Picture yourself handling challenges with grace, confidence, and clarity. Imagine achieving your goals, but also envision how you'll stay calm and composed if things go awry. This practice will make you more resilient and adaptable, ready for whatever comes your way. 11. Focus on virtue over victory. In a world where success is often measured by external achievements, wealth, fame, status, the Stoics remind us that the true measure of a person is their character. Virtue, not victory, is the ultimate goal. For Stoics, success isn't about the external outcome. It's about how you live your life and the values you embody. This is crucial when dealing with enemies and setbacks. Rather than focusing on defeating your enemies or winning the approval of others, focus on living with integrity, wisdom, and justice. When you focus on virtue, you are never truly defeated. Even if you face external failure, your inner victory remains because you've acted in alignment with your highest principles. For example, imagine a business owner who fails after launching a new product. The world may see this as a defeat, but if that business owner remained honest, resilient, and true to their values throughout the process, they have won in the eyes of Stoicism. The victory lies in how they conducted themselves, not in the outcome. Actionable step. Shift your focus away from the results and start focusing on the process. How can you act with more wisdom, courage, and integrity today? Write down your core values and refer to them regularly. Let them guide your actions and decisions, and you'll find that external victories will become less important in comparison to the internal peace and strength you gain from living virtuously. 12. Embrace your own mortality. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the recognition that life is finite. We often live as though we are immortal, putting off things that matter or getting caught up in petty struggles. But the Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, urged us to embrace the reality of our own mortality. By acknowledging that our time here is limited, we are able to live more meaningfully. When you fully understand that life is short, you gain perspective on what truly matters. You stop worrying about the trivial things that often consume your energy, like what others think of you or fleeting setbacks. Instead, you focus on what's truly important, living a virtuous life, fulfilling your purpose, and creating lasting impact. In the face of adversity or enemies, this awareness of mortality can be incredibly freeing. You realize that the struggles you face, whether they come from others or from circumstances, are not eternal. In the grand scheme of things, they are fleeting. This recognition allows you to approach challenges with more calmness and detachment, understanding that they are temporary and that you are capable of navigating them without losing sight of your greater purpose. Actionable step. Start each day by reflecting on the brevity of life. Ask yourself, if I were to die tomorrow, would I be satisfied with how I spent today? This practice will help you prioritize what truly matters and shift your focus from the trivial to the significant. Embrace your mortality and let it drive you to live each day with intention and purpose. 13. Accept what you cannot change. The Stoics understood that we cannot control everything in life. The world is unpredictable, and despite our best efforts, we will encounter things that are beyond our control. Learning to accept what we cannot change is one of the most liberating aspects of Stoicism. It's not about passivity or resignation. It's about realizing that resistance to the uncontrollable only leads to frustration and suffering. When you resist what you cannot change, you waste energy fighting against reality. Instead of focusing on things you can't control, focus on how you respond to them. Acceptance does not mean surrendering to defeat. It means embracing the present moment and making the best of it. It means finding peace in uncertainty, knowing that while you cannot control the outcome, you can control how you face the challenge. For example, imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your response to it. You can choose to be frustrated, angry, and anxious. Or you can choose to remain calm, adjust your mindset, and make the most of the situation. Acceptance frees you from the emotional burden of things you cannot change, allowing you to remain focused on your goals without being distracted by external circumstances. Actionable step. Practice acceptance by identifying one thing in your life that you've been resisting, perhaps a challenging situation or an aspect of yourself. Consciously decide to accept it as it is, and focus on what you can control in the situation. This simple shift in mindset can create a profound sense of peace and empowerment. 14. Detach from external validation. In today's world, external validation often drives our actions. We seek approval from others, chase likes and comments on social media, or try to conform to societal standards of success. The Stoics, however, taught that true happiness comes from within. It is not reliant on the opinions of others or external circumstances. When you detach from the need for validation, you free yourself from the constant cycle of seeking approval. You stop living for others' expectations and start living for your own values. This shift is incredibly powerful because it allows you to stay grounded in your sense of self-worth, no matter what external feedback you receive. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reminded himself that he did not need to please others. Instead, he focused on being virtuous and living in alignment with his principles. This is the key to Stoic resilience, to be content with who you are, regardless of what the world thinks of you. Actionable step: start by identifying the areas in your life where you seek external validation, whether it's your job, relationships, or social media presence. Ask yourself if these things truly bring you joy, or if they are simply a means of gaining approval from others. Gradually detach from these external sources of validation by focusing on what truly fulfills you. When you begin to live authentically, the need for external approval will diminish. 15. Cultivate self-discipline. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It is the ability to control your impulses, delay gratification, and focus on what truly matters. Without self-discipline, we are at the mercy of our emotions and desires. The Stoics believe that true freedom comes not from external circumstances, but from having control over our own actions and reactions. In the modern world, we are constantly tempted by distractions, social media, unhealthy habits, or the desire for instant gratification. Self-discipline is the ability to rise above these temptations and focus on long-term goals. By developing self-discipline, you create the mental fortitude to face challenges, resist distractions, and make decisions that are aligned with your highest values. Self-discipline also involves the ability to persevere through discomfort and adversity. The Stoics saw hardships as opportunities for growth, and self-discipline enables you to stay the course even when things get tough. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about facing them with strength and resilience.